Good evening, everyone. If this is your very first time tuning in to one of my live broadcasts, my name is Shelly Rainey. I am an entrepreneur, a mom, an author, podcaster, all of those things. But today, my purpose from coming on is just to check in. I just wanted to check in to see how everyone's doing. Now, I know I posted just a couple of videos talking about my journey with Crohn's and celiac disease and all of those things. And I wanted to check in on you guys to see how you're doing. I'm wondering how everything's going for those of you that are still on Remicade or steroids or any of the other types of medications that are given to Crohn's patients. I just wanted to check in to see how you're doing, how you're feeling. I know last year was a year. It was quite a year, and there was so much that was going on. And I don't know about you guys, but I was like this up and down as far as emotions, everything. And those of you that battle with Crohn's and colitis and celiac disease or any other inflammatory disease, you know that stress is like the enemy, right? Stress is the enemy. And it's like, okay, sometimes it can be pretty difficult, put it like that. And I know for me, thinking about last year and so many different changes. I mean, I've never, ever, ever experienced anything like it. I know you've never experienced anything like it, but from the pandemic to just so many different changes, such as, health changes, job loss, um, loss of family members, depression, anxiety, all of those things. And then to try to kind of manage having a autoimmune disease, yeah, that just wasn't fun at all. Can I just say that? And last time I was on here, I was talking about the challenges that I actually have with Remicade and all of the side effects. And well, from there, I went to 6MP and I experienced more side effects and all of that. And the stress did not help me because I had various flare ups. Yeah. And so, like I said, I was like this most of the year and trying to manage all of that, you know? And I just wanted to, sometimes we have to reach out to our community to someone else that's going through the same thing. Me personally, I don't really know anybody else who has Crohn's personally. And so sometimes I kind of feel like it that I'm at it alone, that I'm just like in this thing all by myself. Although I have an awesome, awesome, awesome support system, an awesome village, but checking in with you guys every now and again, getting your comments and your feedback, you have no idea how encouraging that is for me, you know? And so thinking about our year in review, okay, it was a tough year. I mean, just thinking about everything that we've experienced in our nation, um, it's just been crazy. And every time I turn on the news, I just say to myself, this can't get any worse than what it already is. But it wasn't a totally bad year, okay, for me personally. Because because of the medication, the Remicade and all of those things, I picked up a lot of weight. And I was up to like 218, 20 pounds. Well, I've been exercising. I've been, I've actually changed my diet because I think I told you guys that I was going to do that. And at this moment, I'm down 33 pounds, I want to say. So that helps because I feel like I have a lot more energy now. So that's great. But most of all, in thinking back on last year, I'm just saying to myself, that was such a tough year. That was, yeah, it was really hard, right? And especially with the Crohn's and all of that and everything that I had going on. But, but, I did have some takeaways. I did have some takeaways. I did have some things that I didn't really focus on before. And because I was always busy doing all of the things. And finally, by the end of the year, the thing that I was able to take away was we can't take anyone for granted, um, because of the fact that tomorrow's not promised to any of us. And, I know firsthand what it's like to lose loved ones that are very, very close to you. So it's like we have to check in on those who we think is okay. We have to reach out. We have to just touch base, even if it's just for a second, for a minute, just to say, hey, I was just thinking about you. Because someone can be here totally healthy one day and gone the next. And that's the tough part. But that was my takeaway from 2020. So I just wanted to just kind of sort of check in with you guys to see how everybody was doing as far as if you're dealing with Crohn's or celiac or um, colitis or anything like that, any autoimmune deficiencies or diseases or anything like that. I just want to check in on you because having all this stuff that's going on around us right now, we have to be super careful. I don't know about you, but I didn't make it out to a lot of doctor's appointments because I was just like, I'm just gonna, kind of stay put. But, from time to time, I did the telehealth and all of that stuff. But in just thinking about 2020 and thinking about 2021, I'm looking forward to a better, brighter year. Um, and since I've been on all the medications and all of those things, I know I had to stop working, but I was able to pivot and start my own business, and that's going rather well. So it wasn't all bad for 2020. And I'm just the whole thing of just trying to keep myself up as far as my health is concerned. That's the difficult part because just last night I had like the worst flare up. Okay. And that's probably why I'm so exhausted today. And when you have those flare ups, I don't know about you guys, but I get kind of down. And so sometimes it helps just to see if someone else is going through it. But I actually had a salad yesterday and I should have known. I should have known that when you eat lettuce or anything like that that's kind of rough, yeah, it's going to kind of agitate. And that's exactly what happened to me. But this was kind of sort of just like a little chat. I didn't really have anything specific that I wanted to really talk about other than just to check on you to see how everybody's doing as far as dealing with everything that's going on around us. And sometimes you feel like, although you're surrounded by a lot of family and friends and things like that, when you're dealing with what we deal with having, Crohn's and celiac and um, colitis, sometimes you feel kind of like, okay, I just want to see who else is out there going through the ups and downs. So it was just like, I just wanted to check in to see how everybody was doing, how everything is going. But I will um, check back in from time to time, although I have a million and one things going on. But I just wanted to just begin to really, really be a little bit more consistent in checking in with everyone to see what everybody else is going through as far as, if there's any new types of medications or if there's a certain diet plan or something specific that you do to keep the stress down to a very, to a minimum, put it like that. That's all I wanted to do. But I thank you guys, for those of you that did tune in, I thank you guys for just sitting here and listening to me chat for just a moment. And yeah, just let me know how you're doing. Just let me know how you're doing. Until next time. I will chat with you soon.